So did you come from upstairs or down? You came from upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah, I went upstairs.
Yeah, you went upstairs. Our old break table.
This is his workshop. That's what the whole thing's been doing. Were you not paying attention to the last episode?
Yeah, I just didn't think it was his workshop. I didn't read that.
Yeah.
The layer of dust and grime had made seeing this sting more. Looked like some beer bottles had been used on the table recently. I wondered, was that guard using this as a break room of his own?
Yes.
This is weird. I don't get it. Hastily brought it up.
Zambies.
No, there's nothing we could have picked up
Monster zombies.
to break that.
No. It was like it had the other one that was taped up. It wouldn't let you in.
This was Norman's look at the door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there.
Doesn't remember much, does he now?
No.
Burn. What's that?
A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Yes.
Hey.
At the time I noticed it wasn't dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. I'm going back to that shelf.
What about... Finish the room off.
Was all I ever wanted. When the factory closed, everything got worse. The claw hammer can take off the panels.
Yeah, I was just seeing, making sure it wasn't a dead end or something.
Well, let me see if I can take the panels off, because it's right there.
Yeah. I think we only need one more switch as well. Pretty sure it was only 4.
I struck with the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I removed planks, I left the hammer on the floor.
Seems legit.
Alright. Who's in here? You are. This was my locker. There in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I'd taken that picture home when the factory closed. Nothing but bad memories.
Bad memories.
There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Maybe that guy outside caught him hiding up here. Alright, so I guess I wore that. That was just for information.
Yeah, it's useful information though.
The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card.
Ooh,
Yes.
that door.
Of course, I took the card.
He slipped it in his butt crack.
Another panel that could help me get the power home. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. What? Why? It was already up there.
It's a tricky one. Burn.
I guess that's it.
I think so.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Where did it ask for the security?
Back.
The card key.
I
Is it
can't
down
remember.
the bottom?
This place looks all the same. Yeah, I think it was down the bottom. Wasn't it next to the door?
That's creepy.
Yeah, that was pretty almost blur.
Bleh.
It wasn't here, was it? No.
I don't know. Maybe at the end of it? Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, the keycard I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Yes.
Trapdoor.
There was some kind of ventilation hatch here. It looked like I could jump to the room below. My leg hurt enough as it is, but I couldn't see any option. Did I jump? No.
Why would you jump down? You got ladders. Can you look up?
Fuck, I don't know.
Go downstairs.
Yeah, let's go. Maybe that's like a quick way to get...
Oh, it locked itself.
There was no key. I was like, oh fuck!
You have to.
Shit!
Ah.
I'm sorry. Oh, jeez.
We've only done it once. Maybe if we did it.
Yeah, maybe he'd just be
broken.
like dead.
Yeah, it's
He's like, bleh. Oh man, my leg hurt like hell.
It looks like he's limping less.
There was a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily and it was hard to make out. Did I try to read the letter?
Why are you making out the letter?
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was need to. Just don't drinking need Norman. Who was Norman writing to? Just don't need drink. Sounds like an alcoholic, this guy. Must be I stepped out of the factory, glad to be rid of its smell. I could not think about that room with the bottles in it. Was that guard I found outside really drinking up there? What about Norman? And who had rooted through all those lockers? I couldn't tell where I was as I looked around, but I figured I needed to get to the road. Get my bearings. Maybe Norman could help. His store wasn't that far from the turn off to the factory, I remember it correctly. So I didn't get to do the...
Yeah.
I didn't get to look at the thing.
No.
So it must be... Oh, so it's like you do things you can't get back. I didn't know that! I didn't know! I'm sorry.
Come on. We're gonna get like the most fucked up ending, aren't we?
Probably.
That's good.
Bloody cat making noises isn't making things easier. Oh.
It's vibrating again.
It's fucking vibrating.
It freaks out, doesn't it? Because it doesn't do it.
Yeah. I entered... Oh, okay, that was quick. I entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. Are there people in this town?
Nowhere.
Or is this a Silent Hill thing?
There's so many houses. That face.
Okay, that's
What is
blood.
that? Blade.
Okay, so that's obviously a thing to it. Oh, okay.
More dead.
Gee, let me guess, that's Norman? I know, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker, and one of my few friends, fucking nerd, I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with shock. Norman, you deserve better than this. Did I close his eyes? I don't want to touch him. Evidence.
Say no then. He's dead.
I was too scared about Rachel to stay there another moment. I'm sorry. It's not like you care. You're dead. The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. I couldn't make out what was on the screen, but that glow just gave me the chills.
Chills on his wheels.
They're multiplying.
What?
And I'm Lou. Oh, I can't forget it. Grease
On
lightning.
the chain.
What was this? It looked like a pull chain hanging from the ceiling. I wonder where it led.
Don't make a grease lightning joke
That's
ever
what I was
again.
fucking doing.
It's stupid.
I was fucking doing that.
You stupid.
I gave the chain a simple tug and a simple folding ladder to the attic. Pooped out.
What's that?
It's probably the climb down. The TV. More hooks. I don't know why. Big block of cheese. There was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it?
Yes.
Yes. Inside the old cupboard was a pile of clothes, photos, and even shoes. As I looked closer, I realized they were Rachel's.
That slut.
What were they doing here, Rachel? Were you responsible for poor Norman downstairs? The items in the box only made my head spin more. I desperately needed answers. No shit, I have no idea what's going on.
I was like, Rachel's. Bit of a troublemaker.
Let's see who this story is. I don't want to fucking get a door that leads outside. He's like, well, I'm leaving now. No, I'm not finished. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood.
Was he a detective?
I'd never been to Norman's place before. At least I didn't remember ever doing so. bin. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it.
You really would have to search quite thorough to find a hairpin.
Yeah. So it all seems like Rachel and Norman were...
Fucking.
Yeah, okay. Ah, that's weird. I don't understand. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Norman. I'm happy I didn't close your eyes.
You're my friend, man.
Doing things for my Rachel. They came from upstairs.
Up downstairs.
Up, down. Down, up. Check it.
Go.
I was entirely surprised to find this. The this here. The this there. I was... What?
To find the this there. What?
It's like, I can't figure out which word, so I'll use all of them. It was one of
How do I
Rachel's
word
old
this?
fall coats. I always wondered what happened to it, how long it had been there. There was a little bit of something dark staining the sleeve.
Jizz.
Would be dark.
Maybe it's black jizz.
Which, oh, no. That's racist. Who did I black shits? Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were illegal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. If the handgun was Norman's, what the hell was it doing with it? The gun would fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Why would I want to do that, though?
Oh, yeah, why would you do that?
I haven't needed to use it. I might need it. But it seems responsible for things. I'm going to put it back. No, I didn't. I pressed no.
Good.
The way it weighed on me, I had a hard time parting with the weapon just then.
Probably come in handy.
Do you
When
reckon?
you find Rachel. Get answers.
Well, I can't put it back now. It's too late. I accidentally pressed
Pistol whip.
circle. Yeah, we'll save it for when we meet Rachel, that cheating bitch.
That lying whore.
Guess we keep going. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. Ah, okay. So that's what it was for.
You Skyrim'd it.
Probably Rachel's hairpin does the whole like.
Yeah, it just snapped.
The
Did it get
general
through?
store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by, of course, after work if we needed anything.
But she did.
The rest was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. Fat stacks! I wonder if someone had robbed the place before killing Norman upstairs. Why don't you ask yourself that? That's a low freezer.
It's like one of those.
Yeah, but it
Those
seems
ice cream
lower.
ones.
The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. I
If
can
it
only
was
think
off
of
for a
poor
while, it'd be
Norman.
more than half melted.
Yeah. I can only think of poor Norman upstairs. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then.
It's all leading to the water tower.
Yeah, it's almost like it's
Something
gonna
fucked up's
end.
gonna be in there.
Yeah. That night continued to take horrible turn after horrible turn. It'd been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, but to find him like that. As I thought of him still lying on the floor back there, the gun I carried seemed ever present. Seeing the dusty box of those old clothes was a shock. How long had they been there? And what was Rachel doing at Norman's place? I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers. But I was close to home.
I wonder if you like do
Here's-
the whole thing, don't find any information. He's just like, oh, Rachel, yay. And you find out everything. You
And she
fucking
just kills him.
bitch. You bitch.
He just immediately shoots
Civil
him.
dispute. What was the door?
Yeah.
Ah, they're like
There's numerous
exits.
doors. We'll start with this one, I guess. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. Oh, am I going home?
Okay.
The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house.
It's not my house.
This-
Or this could be home.
This is my house. There's so many TVs everywhere. What the hell? The gate was locked tight. This was my house. What the hell? The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it in all the way.
All nosy.
I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter?
Yes.
Yes.
We're nosy
The envelope
people.
was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the package. Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort this out. Away from you both. I'm going away for a while. I'm going to tell him. Norman, so don't you think you can hold that against me? Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to. But he deserves at least that much. Goodbye.
Oh.
I didn't know what to think. My mind was racing, my heart was pounding. I had to go home. I just had to. Yes, she was
Punch
cheating.
in the face.
Oh, God.
Maybe she killed a guy. I don't know. Nah, she's like me.
I think I saw blood on that wall. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid.
Some pretty high fences.
Yeah. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. It's getting more ominous.
Yeah, it's getting creepy.
I remembered having breakfast here on this heavy table. Was that
Very
yesterday? What did I say?
Heavy. This table's heavy.
I can't fucking read. Was that yesterday or sometime before?
Oh, every day.
The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. Well, you just answered your own question, didn't you?
Nope.
Door number 1. The door to the basement. It was locked. Where had I put the damned key?
Damned.
Let's go upstairs first. That seems like the front door.
Hmm.
I'm just going by house.
Unless it's a massive house.
It probably is. Yeah, 3
3
stories.
stories at least.
It's probably a basement.
How is it a basement if it goes upstairs?
Is that a PS2?
It is there.
Yeah. Hey!
Easter egg.
Oh, I can press it. A television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. Rachel was pretty angry about that, I realised. Well, she'd been porking another bloke, so...
Yeah, it's a fucker. But don't actually.
You watch all the TV you want.
You play that PlayStation.
Whoever this guy is. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle.
Old fashioned, you say?
So I gotta find an old-fashioned key. Boop. The books were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey now, that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books as I did. One book in particular seemed a bit odd. I remembered owning it, but not that edition.
Should we end it? It's on
What is it?
18.
It's on 18.
It seemed pretty close.
My wife, yeah. My wife's Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it?
Did you open it?
Yeah. Inside Rachel's suitcase were a few days worth of clothes, some personal effects, and a train ticket.
Ooh.
As I stared at the ticket, I could feel myself flush with anger and resentment. The date and time matched the receipt I had found. So what would that mean? Does that mean this is Norman's ticket?
The one you've got?
Yeah.
Might be.
Because where did we find the ticket? We found it in... We found it in like the sewers.
Oh yeah.
Rachel, why? Were you really going to run away? Yeah, run away with Norman? Was I really such a monster?
Should we end it?
Yeah, we're gonna end it here, and then it seems like it's gonna finish in the next one.
Yeah. So stick around to see if Rachel's a slut.
Cheers. That's been confirmed.
But
See what's gonna happen to it.
see if we beat her or not. See
Yeah.
if we go Chris Brown on her.
Cheating is wrong.
It's Ronc. I mean wrong.
Yeah, we're wrong, but cheating's wrong.
Bye.
Later, fags.